Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another week of sensational ILR action here at the Jacket Grand Prix. Joining me, as always, is the artist formerly known as HLG. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Well, I was good until I found out a very interesting piece of information that is not related to F1 in any way, shape, or form. But we're currently sat waiting for people to go and start a lap. And it's completely blown my mind.
Okay.
Goofy, the dog, is not a dog.
I'm sorry. How could he not be a dog? Is Goofy the dog?
He is a cow.
He's a... I'm done. I cannot process that. No, I'm done. Sorry. This is the end of the stream. Good night, everybody.
No, but if you're interested in more, please just Google it, ladies and gentlemen. Just type Goofy, is Goofy a cow, and you will get a very useful piece of information that I do not remember off the top of my head, but I can't bother to bring it up right now. But we have cars on track. And I think I've broken Mackie. So...
Oh, Jesus Christ. It wouldn't be the first time I got broken, but anyway. I shall... Nope, done. I shall soldier on. As everyone is just warming their tyres. Mystic on the hard,
no idea
the only one to be on them so far. Mystic.
It was Mystic. I'm glad someone was paying attention to who was first up.
Yep. Sometimes
Mystic,
I do my job,
the only one out there on hards, and it looks like everyone else who's come out has come out on the softs.
Yeah. I mean, I've also just checked on Fitted. I've also got Barry on the hards as well as Legends and Jason.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm on best. I am on best. No. This does make me wonder. Maybe some rain in the race.
Oh, yeah, possibly. But
I mean,
again,
it is
if that were the case, I'm sure everyone would be on the softs.
Track. Sorry, you're making a joke on swear. It's not funny.
Not when you have to explain it. It's not. No.
But yeah, here we go. Right, Mystic on a lap so far. First sector looking clean. Not necessarily as quick as you might expect. This little section of track, but he comes out the top of it. He runs just as wide as you can. The track limits here for that corner especially is BS, considering they run so wide in real life. But you know, it's fine. As he comes now onto the back straight. Opens his DRS. He's coming into what will be a very heavy braking zone. As he comes down into it, he's going to hit the brakes there, and he's down to first briefly, in fact. That's interesting. Again, these guys put me off with the gears they decide to use sometimes. Little bit of a loss for words on some of it.
That was a tricky double apex left-hander there, which always confuses me, but he seems to have dealt with that pretty well.
Yeah, but as he comes around the second to final corner, gets it just a little bit sideways. Could have pushed the limits a little bit more, but he's on the hards. You don't expect the first lap to be amazing. It's a 1:34.1, which is instantly beaten by Speed Demon, who does a 33.4.
To be honest, 34.1 on the hard to 33.4 is not that bad, and then your favourite gamer tag in the world has gone 32.6. Like, enough of this.
Dongarang comes in with a 32.6.
Let's check the progress of other hard runners. The Legends crosses the line with a 34.1. A little bit slower than Mystic. There we go. 33,000 slower than Mystic, to be fair. Barry's gone back in the pits. I don't feel like it's my fault. Buttons came to play very early on. But yeah, I feel like that's my fault with Barry, because I wished him good luck before the race. And I think I've already commentator cursed him, even though technically I wasn't watching him.
Well,
but whatever.
Why would you do such things? Jam Pancakes, the man that's been impressing in qualifying, not as much in the races so far, but from when he's joined, qualifying has been impressive.
Yellow flag, sector 1. Someone's getting out the way through the S's. Which, if you nail, is so rewarding, but if you get it slightly wrong, that completely ruins your entire lap.
It does, as Jose
Jose's back.
rejoins. Thank goodness for that, as he is up there in the tables. As Jam Pancakes has done a lap, but it was invalidated by the looks of things.
Same for Jason. He invalidated too, but I'm now on board with him on his second flying lap on these tyres, and we will cover the tables at some point before the race if we get chance.
If not, we will do it if we get a break in the race. We'll find time somewhere.
We'll get there at some point. Yeah, we'll find time to talk about the tables at some point, but not now. Right now.
I may even do I'm not going to say a speed run down the table. That'd be stupid. Why would I do such things? But give a full table rundown from last to first at some point.
Jason's in the final sector now as Beacon rejoins. That's good. Fisky around that corner into fourth. A little bit wide. Couldn't get away with it there.
Yeah, sometimes
can get away with it slightly, but sometimes it doesn't let you. Depends on what mood the game's in, and it's in a bad mood today.
Validation. So
if it helps, it would have only put in P11 anyway. So
I would have just dived in.
Maybe he's just doing some race day.
That.
Yeah, maybe, but anyway, let's have a look at Jam Pancakes, who's not on a lap. He's backed right off. Let's go and look at Deer Hunter instead. I feel like it's been a few weeks since we've seen Deer Hunter. I don't remember seeing him last week.
No, I don't remember seeing him last week, but he's coming around the final corner. He's still got ERS to play with,
decent
and he goes into ninth.
33.4.
It's a fantastic lap.
The Skunk Burner, his teammate, has just started the lap, so we'll check in with him and look at his progress as he goes on the lap, as he's approaching the S section. Or the S's, it's not an S section, it's the S's. Well, you know what I mean.
Tricky little section to get right. He's doing a very good job of it, actually. It looked like he pretty much nailed that section, actually, as he runs just wide again there. That was a very, very good first sector. He can keep that up for the rest of the lap. Could put him right up there. Actually, I think he might have invalidated because he's running 0
Yeah,
ARS.
he's back right off. Yeah. Let's
that looks pretty much perfect. I'm surprised there was an invalidation there, to be honest.
Maybe it's just the camera angles we didn't see it, but I don't know. Or maybe he's just got no intention of starting on the soft, so he's backed off so they can beat it on mediums. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
A few people on out laps. Looks like Legends might be doing another lap. He's got high. He's in the hot lap ERS. So.
Okay. Yep. I'll go check him in a second. Just finish Skunk's lap. See what he's actually up to. He wasn't invalidated. He just backed off as I thought. So look at Legends, who's up on his time. 10th
yeah,
up.
He's done a
so
few laps on
the
these
30 trees. Yeah.
Down to this very deep braking zone. I don't know any of the turn names or what number any turn is around here, so just bear with me on that one.
Nope.
But as he's middle sector, he's looking good. He's low. Oh, I saw the fuel warning light, and then it disappeared, and now it's back.
He'll be fine. It's a little bit wide into there for my liking, but he seems to have nailed it on the way out. Perhaps that's what you got to do, and that's where I'm going wrong. A little bit wider in to get a better exit.
Yeah, sometimes that is the way to do corners. A little wider in. Oh, back end. As he's running the limits. Oh, I think he's nailed that final turn as he runs that out.
33.7.
That's a decent lap on those hards.
Skunk's on it though, right now. Let's go back to him.
Yeah, he's going through the middle, so he has a slight little spin up of the wheels running the curb, but he's managed to hold it, and it wouldn't have lost him any time as he keeps it tight around there, the second to the last turn, and he can nail it through here. Oh, again, a little bit of a twitch. He's
had
jumping it into the pits.
Definitely wanted to see what he can do, but I don't think he wants to start on the soft, so that's fair enough. Here comes last week's birthday boy on a lap, Chris. Just in case I didn't mention it enough last week, there's one more, and I promise I won't mention it again. Beacon's back out on track after his earlier disconnection, always good to see. He's on a lap, so we will focus on him. He's down the DRS straight in Sector 2.
Yeah, if you keep an eye on him, I'll keep an eye on Chris. He's obviously coming around to do that as well. He's in the final sector, so this will be a good indication of what he's got.
A little bit of a lock up from Beacon on the way into the corner, but nothing major.
Oh, Chris is
Legends gets nicely out of the way. Now's that apex very nicely indeed.
Chris up into 4th, 31.8. Very good lap.
Decent lap, good lad. Just wondering about the weather, is all.
Yep.
And dives into the pit lane to jam pancakes. There we go. Coming round the penultimate corner.
Oh, didn't look like a very good entry into that corner. He had to drop it down another gear
really,
and rev it.
Yeah.
It's
definitely cost him a little bit of time, but not enough.
What?
It definitely cost him a little bit of time, but didn't matter. Still quick enough, as Mystic is on the lap.
Pancakes.
You said he was good in qualifying.
Will you stop doing this to me?
You
keep giving me high hopes for your race, and then I don't get to mention you very often in the race. Stop it.
Yes. Or, you know, maybe start
the Giant
having
good
races
actually,
too.
I've noticed as well. Very, very close with
yeah,
Daegu.
well done. Yeah, I didn't see that either. But I'm on board with Mystic.
Oh,
It's gone very wide. That's a little bit too wide, I think.
There's no ERS left.
He's going to carry on anyway.
These final corners.
He's definitely been on it, and that's a 32 tree, which improves him only to P9 from P13. It's like me last night. I improved by nearly 2 seconds and didn't improve my position. Ridiculous field last night over in ILR Tier 8 on the PS4.
Stop promoting your own races. Right.
I didn't. I'm promoting the league. I just happened to mention that I raced
You're promoting the league in the league.
Yeah. Yeah. There's people aren't aware that there's a PS4 side.
Well,
but there is.
Maybe they should follow them on Twitter. Ha.
Well, you can at Inside Line Racing. Inside Line Racing, I should say. Ugh.
That's how you
Is that even the Twitter? Well, I mean... Alright.
Nah, I'm joking.
You can be Deer Hunter.
I'm trying to work out who's on the line.
Around the final corner.
Kind of looks like Mystic is still pushing. I'm going to be honest. As Jose's left again.
32.8 for Deer Hunter. Yeah, P11. Wow. The field is so tight from position to position. Let's look at that. 31.2 for provisional pole.
Okay.
31.3 for P2. 2 people in 31.6 for 3rd and 4th. And then less than about a 10th. It's so tight, as I said. But anyway, Skunk's out on the mediums. So let's see what he can do shortly. But right now, Beacon's on an out lap. Just trying to think who's further round on their lap, so we can follow them for a flying lap. Is Speed Demon on the lap? Could be. He's in mix 5 on ERS around the S section.
It's the first section. I was going to say it does look like he's pushing. So, well, I think he is the one to watch for a second as he comes up the top of the hill. He is a 10th down, but that 10th can be made up through this lap. It's a long lap to find time.
I know it is, but like, it's a strange track in that if you lose time in one sector, you could easily gain it back in the next. Whereas I can't think of many other tracks where that's possible, especially with such a unique sort of high to low downforce kind of track, like 2 big straights in the middle there. But then a lot of corners that you need downforce on, so it's a tricky one to get right aero-wise. But if you do that, then you could easily find the time. But yeah, anyway, I'm talking shite, so I'm going to stop for a bit.
I wouldn't say you were talking shite, sir, but that's your opinion, I suppose. Now he's coming around the second to last corner, and there we go into the final turn. As long as he doesn't invalidate it here, he's right on the limit. He runs it a little wide. Proves to 10.
Yeah, P10.
Legends is going for the first
to get
sector.
you 2 positions. Okay. I was on board with Skunk as well, who's in Sector 2, so Speed Demon retired on track, I think. Yes, he did. Bit of a naughty engine there, but never mind.
Not a soft runners.
Don't think he's supposed to do that.
Medium runners. I hit currently stats. Oh, ignore the yawn.
Yeah, wow. It's alright. Skunk Burner is about to finish the DRS straight, take the corner quite well there. About to intersect. He's nearly 3 seconds up, so yeah, he's definitely not wanting to start on the softs, which tells me it's not going to be a wet start.
Oh, Legends was right behind him and he was improving, but he's just backed out. So he might go for another one as he is on the mediums.
He will. I'm sure he'll have the fuel to do so. Anyway, here comes Skunk Burner around the final corner, and bit of a slide coming out of it, cost him time. He validated somewhere. 32.7 would have put him P5. Not sure where he validated, in all honesty. Didn't see it. Jose's still in the pit lane. Did he come back? Barry's on a lap now.
I haven't seen him rejoin. Yeah, Barry's on a lap, starting just behind him as well as Legends. So both the Force Indias starting their lap. Also in racing points, for fuck's sake. Excuse the language there.
It's okay.
But I keep.
It's alright, don't worry. I mean,
look, they're Force Indias, right? I don't care.
They are. I mean, it's like earlier I corrected myself. I'm saying the S section, and then I said it again. So from now on, it's the S section in my head.
The first sector is the S section, and the pink cars on track are the Force Indians. That's the agreement we're having here.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I work with that.
People keep saying to me, "You'll get used to calling them the Racing Point." I still call them Force India.
Wow.
They could change the colours.
Case.
It would be nice.
Hopefully. I mean, I wasn't opposed to the pink car, but I just don't think it's very nice, to be honest.
I'm not opposed to a pink car.
I don't.
That's not my issue.
I don't hate it because it's just a ridiculous shade.
Because their main colour is the same colour as what Force India were. It's just messing with my brain.
Yeah. We'll hopefully we'll have some very awesome new colours to talk about in 2020 when the cars are released in February. Owie. That was fingers. Excuse them if you heard them.
Barry dived into the pit, so that's his qualifying done. Legends is coming around the final corner to finish his as Legends stays 15th. There was improved, I believe, but not by enough to go into the top 10. As Jose now rejoins, so unfortunately he's not going to get to do qualifying, which is going to be interesting to see where he comes. We'll try. Actually, we could go through the standings on the formation lap. There you go. So you'll understand why I'm saying this in a minute when we go into the formation lap.
What I will say is, if we're going to call the pink cars the Force Indias, I will now refer to the Toro Rossos as the Minardis.
Alright, you do that. I'm still calling them Toro Rosso.
If I remember.
You're not gonna remember. You're gonna call them Toro Rosso.
No,
I can guarantee it.
I know. Who's in the Minardi anyway? Realised that would have been funnier.
Nomad
who's in the Toro Rosso. They're both finished in the top 10. Deer Hunter's on a lap, improving massively.
Yeah, he's the only one here to
slide
go
into the
top
top 10 here.
Oh, he goes
11th.
He went 11th. Oh, I mean, to be fair,
I think he's going to be simultaneously annoyed and happy with that. For that reason, yeah. Anyhow,
not ideal for
time for one of your famous rundowns very shortly.
Famous, and they're not very good anymore, but it's fine. Right, we are starting down in 17th. Actually, Jose's not even on this list. Well, Jose's technically last. He did not get to set a lap. Then you got Barry, Legends, Jason, Skunk, Beacon Demon, Deer Hunter, and then your top 10 goes Dongarang. I love that gamer tag still, by the way. Nomad, Giant, Mystic, Buttons, Zala, Chris. Top 3 is Jam Pancakes, Alex, and Clenzo. Clenzo barely taking it, may I add. Those top
I was going to say, look at that,
top 4.
33,000s between top 3, 80,000 between the top 4. Ridiculous. GG, lads. GG.
If this continues into the race, we could have a race on our hands.
We could. Let's hope we do.
Not going to hype it up too much like real life F1 does, because they always hype up the top 3 being in a battle, and then they do fuck all for the race. So I'm just saying, could. I'm not going to say we're gonna, but we could.
That's because usually in the top 3 there is a Ferrari, and we all know they're bottle jobs.
Very, very
Look at
true.
the bottle jobs. Mine's just falling on the floor. Anyway.
Right, I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown now, people, of how the standings look.
Awesome.
Now, this is going from 20th upwards.
Okay.
So, 20th and 19th, both on 0 points, as it currently stands. And that is Kyle and Mr. Nomad. Then you got 2 people on 2 points. 18th, Skunk Burner, and 17th, Peanuts, who's not here, unfortunately, by the looks of things. Then, in 16th, on 4 points, you have Barry. On 9 points, you have Speed Demon. 10 is Kizzy, who's also not here, who hasn't been here for a while, actually. Interesting. Then in 13th on 26 points, so a little bit of a jump, is Deer Hunter. Our new man of Jam Pancakes is in 12th on 31 points. Then 11th on 56 points is Mystic. Then we go to 10th. I forgot where I was for a second, but it's 10th with Chris on 78 points. So again, a little bit of a jump, but that battle could still be on. Then he is having a bit of a battle here with Beacon in 9th, who is on 82 points. So a little bit of a battle there for 9th and 10th. Then we go to 8th, which is Clenzo, who is 94 points. So there's still a few position changes we could see happening. Then we go to 7th, who is the man we know well as Legends, on 112. Then 124 points is Button in 6th. 1 point behind the Giant in 5th. Then we have a small little jump of 24 points up to 149 on Callum. And then we have the top 3, who are all still in this title fight, but we could see 3rd place, who is Jose, drop out of this title fight, who is currently 56 points behind the leader on 185. Then 25 points behind the leader. In 2nd is Sazala, who is currently sat 5th, so a few positions behind Alex, and in 1st is Alex on 241 points. So the people to watch is Alex, Sazala, and Jose in this race for the title fight. But obviously we will keep an eye on battles on track as well. Look at all that. Did it? With that much information.
Excellent rundown.
Before
Perfect.
the race started. Professional me.
Perfect.
But here we go.
Good job.
To the lights we go.
And there's the
5
lights.
red lights.
Oh
Deer
dear,
Hunter
Deer's got
jump
early.
start.
Speed Demon's gone too.
I went to call him Speed Diamond then for some reason, but Speed Demon followed him as well. Oh my god, we're already 3 wide.
Jam Pancake's got a decent start, goes into P2 to be able to turn 1, but then goes a little bit wide, and Chris has just had a worldie of a start.
That was absolutely beautiful stuff there by Chris as he goes down the inside of a couple cars.
Cleans up down to P2, Alex P1.
Yep, Alex taking up that P1.
There's no one, doesn't seem to be any broken wings in the backfield. Speed Demon all the way down to P11, of course, has a drive-through penalty to serve shortly. Unfortunate.
Yep, he's not completely out of this race though. We
Zazala's
managed to get a
P5.
safety car.
It's a long race, you never know.
You do never know, that is true. Mr. Jam Pancakes here, right on the gearbox of the Alpha. He's possibly going to have a little bit of a look here. He has a think about it. Chris goes to the inside. No, he's going to have another look. Here we go, down the inside he goes.
Not quite.
Not quite. Now he's under threat from the Williams and Zazala, but he manages to hold his position.
Jason up into P10 there, briefly in the
Yep.
backfield, but I'm not sure if he's going to make it stick.
A little bit of a to and fro here with
every
Speed
game
Demon
tag
there,
is looking
still
on.
side by side.
Very close to making a move, and D Hunter, of course, the other one with the drive-through down in P16, so he's not going to lose too many positions, but he may lose a little bit of heart, but never mind, keep going. You never know.
Beacon getting past Donga there as well for 12th place. A lot of people not changing positions so far. 5th all the way down to 9th, still settled in the position they started in.
Yeah, it's one of them tricky tracks where you don't see a lot of early positional moves, but you will probably see a lot of people trying to do undercuts to get position strategy and stuff. So, having said that, Legends makes the move into P13. But yeah, what do I know?
Alex here, he's opening a little bit of a lead. He really wants to get these points to stop anyone else contesting him here, as his contestee over Josh. Josh? I call him Josh then. Fucking, why did I call him Josh? It's Jose. Why did
I don't know, but
I don't know why I called him Josh then. My brain is clearly not working today, but Jose down in 17th. Made a little thing there. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Didn't quite see, but these
Dongers,
Alpha and
Skunker
Skunker
Skunk Burners. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happened there, but Jose now up to 14th, but he's still got a lot of ground to make if he wants to stay in any kind of range of this championship.
Skunk has no damage from what I can tell. Not sure about Donga. Maybe a slight damage on the left side. I can't really see it properly from here, but we'll go back to the front now. There's a lot of cars, a bit of a train forming, which you can expect at this stage.
Yep, as Beacon there getting past Speed Demon. And really
Welcome to DRS City.
Yes, this is where many cars get much of the DRS. The big man in trouble here, though, could be Jason with Beacon up behind him.
Yep, that's very close.
Yep, looks like Beacon's going to get that move done, but oh, Jason with the cutback.
There we go.
Beautiful stuff.
Not quite secure yet, but pretty... Oh, yeah, it is now. To be fair, one of them had to back out through there.
Yeah, never a good idea to go too wide as Beacon picks up penalty.
Legends just biding his time on those mediums behind a lot of soft runners.
Legends
watch
is
out for
the
him in the
man
latter
that
stages.
we always know starts near the back or somewhere near the midfield and always manages to pull off a worldly strategy that brings him right up there. So
yeah,
maybe this is just going to be another one of those races.
Yeah, I mean, never forget, which we won't, a no stop around Italy, not Singapore.
It was Italy, yeah, we apologise for saying Singapore. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we are a bit stupid. As Jason now getting past, having a little, I was about to say get past, but he's having a little bit of to and fro here with Legends.
Bit of a battle going on. That's going to give him heart.
The thing we have to remember here is Legends is the currently the highest runner on the mediums. Everyone else ahead of him is on the softs. Yep. So he's just got to bide his time here. Those softs will eventually die as he's having a little look here at Jason.
He will take Josh with him as well, as they've had a bit of a collision. I'm not sure who caused that. I was on board with Josh. I mean Jose, sorry.
I'm not sure, but Legend's got a penalty for coming into the pits. Interesting. That's front wing damage, and that's ruined everything I was saying.
That's a commentator's curse. I've literally just hyped him up for the second half of the race, and look what happened.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we both kind of did. So sorry about that one, Legends, mate.
Sorry, buddy.
On up next time on this occasion on around Brazil. I mean, safety car could still bring him back into this, but we'll have to wait and see. As we have a
go to the Giant, who's making potentially a move at Mystic.
Here, right behind Mystic. So, is this just a little thing Mystic is doing?
A little bit of a tap.
A little bit of a tap. I don't think there was damage, but is Mystic just backing this Williams up into his teammate of Nomad? That could be what's happening here, but he's got to be careful because this DRS is dangerous. And there we go.
Go, Minardi, go!
There you go. The Giant in the Williams is going to have the move done. Unless, there's no cut back there. Giant just had a much better exit from the corner. Now Nomad is right on the gearbox of his teammate.
Mystic, Careful. Jose's right on the back of Beacon now. And now he's the prime medium runner.
He is now the prime medium runner, so maybe he'll do what we were saying Legends might do. I don't want to give him the commentator's curse, but there's a possibility.
Very strong one. And yeah, I realised I said prime mediums. They were the primes, weren't they? Back when they called options and primes.
Yes, I believe so.
So that, look at the knowledge.
Oh,
now turn one, very
Jose,
strange. You take different lines, but Jose didn't take the right line as Beacon gets straight back past him.
He went for the move, but it just meant that Beacon could do the cutback and have the better, more quicker drive out of the turn. That's all that came down to. Turn one's tricky to make a move down the inside. You want the outside to do a bit of a cutback more than you want the inside.
Yeah.
Unless you are literally side by side through the corner, at which point, if you're side by side, you can push them wide.
Bit of a squirm on
That's
for
the idea.
Beacon. Bit of a squirm. Sorry to talk over you there, but just noticed.
No, you are absolutely perfectly fine. You noticed something I didn't quite pick up on, which is put Jose right there again. Jose's going to have DRS. This could be the easiest move he makes.
DRS City.
As he's not quite getting as far ahead as I thought he might do, to be fair.
He'll do him under
braking
braking
now.
Inside
slight lock up.
Oh well.
Wide because of it,
maybe
though.
not.
Beacon's going to come back. This is going to be side by side. Beacon being a little bit more cautious.
Another one.
In the cutback.
Quite.
Beacon could still do something here if he can get the better line out of this turn. Jose's going in tight.
Yeah, okay. I think the move's now done.
It might be, but the thing you've got to bear in mind, Jose
DRS.
might pick it up. Jose's going to pick up DRS from the car ahead as well, though. He's going to be close enough. This could mean he settles into this position.
Yeah, he does have DRS, so yeah, should be settled in that
Mystic
position
is
for a
into
bit.
the pits. Lap 5 on those softs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw him going very deep a lap or so ago, and that's probably just reason why he doesn't feel confident. So hards for Mystic. Look for him later.
Mystic, and so far, without giving a bit of a curse, the man I keep getting hyped up about is suddenly there with the leader. He's
Deonta or the P15. Of course, hasn't stopped yet. Had a drive through, and I imagine his prime target is Speed Demon.
Yellow fuel light, so he's gone for a lower amount of fuel. He's going to have to do some saving though. That's going to be interesting.
That's
to
a
keep
risky
an eye
strategy.
On. But he's make the move on Alex, and going to settle into it. Now
Zala and
Alex's
Chris.
tyres dying. Yep, Zala and Chris, as you say, side by side. Very, very close.
Zala wants his position. He's got a championship to fight for.
Yeah, Chris isn't going to give it up easy though. Look at him sitting up the gearbox.
Through,
although the red ball of button, he's there as well. He's watching this battle happen. He's saying, one of you make a mistake.
Hello there, Jaguar. How are you doing?
What? Is that someone in chat?
Jaguar, was it? No.
Oh!
I'm just talking about the...
oh,
car.
Stop confusing me.
No, I haven't even looked at the chat since qualifying, to be honest. Too much going on in the race for me to look at it. But if you are still in the chat, hello, and you're welcome to stay. If you do have any questions, do ask, but I can't guarantee I'll get to it.
For God's sake.
I'm just saying, I'm aware there's people there, but I'm just letting them know that.
I will say, because none of us mentioned it, but we've got past Chris there, so...
Yeah.
Chris pushing maybe a little bit too hard to try and... yeah, it could be key, but I think Chris maybe pushed a little bit too hard to try and battle Cesala, and now it's given Button the opportunity.
Jose in the top 10 on the mediums.
Barry, yeah, this is very good stuff. He's...
although, he will have DRS now, potentially.
If he changes to leader, Jose
Skunk has recovered from his early issues.
Behind the leader. Jose's only 9.7 behind the leader, so it's not too far to be behind, considering. Oh, what a late move that was by Jose on the Giant there.
Skunk has just done 2 people on the DRS straight.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sorry, I missed
Started
that
12th, now in
Jose
P10.
make a very late move.
He overtook Barry and Beacon, while Barry overtook Beacon, and Skunk is just like, see you later, fellas.
Have you both? It's fine.
Yep. Just wow.
Chris into the pits. As I say, I think he might have taken some out of his tyres as Nomad also comes in.
But everyone else on the softs so far has carried on.
Yep, they have. And Zala now on the backup button. I think
Speed Demon will stay out. D Hunter stays out. Yep, let's have a look.
Although Button got a better run through here, which has given Zala a penalty actually. 30 air through this section is not very nice, especially once you get on old tyres. It becomes a little bit difficult. But if you can stay close enough, which he has, he is going to get DRS here. If he can get a better run,
wish we had a helicopter cam.
We go, DRS is opened. What is the speed difference between these two cars right now? It's not looking like DRS is really that effective.
Yeah, not too much at all, which is surprising, but maybe that's more down to downforce than anything.
Beacon and Chris. Chris on the fresh set of mediums. They're not warmed up yet, and Beacon on the old softs, who will probably be coming towards the end of their life.
Yeah, he may well be in this lap.
Needs to be careful. I don't think he's close enough for it to affect him, but if his teammate pits it, could be a
jam pancakes.
Oh, jam pancakes, sir. I was praising you a minute ago. Don't cost your race now, please. We need you up there.
Everyone is just whew, still really tricky to know who's gonna put themselves in a good position to win on strategy at this point. It's a little bit too early for me to figure out, but Button, there's a naughty engine there with track extensions or whatever
yeah,
it is you want to call it.
There's been a few naughty engine points.
Very much not surprised though, to be honest.
No, I'm not surprised around USA, so it could be a little bit of a decider of this race. We'll have to wait and see. As I've just noticed the front four currently stand. They've all continued on for another lap on these softs, so
yeah,
it's interesting stuff to see.
It is. I mean, it's stretching it, but it's definitely possible to go this far, as you've seen, because they're still doing it. But it wouldn't be that comfortable, as you can see. Clenzo's sort of not max throttle.
He's not pushing it very heavy either. He's on 0 ERS.
Yeah.
He could be trying to push to get on Alex here, but I think it just might be a bit of a risk. As I say that though, he did go to high briefly there, but he's very much no to low ERS.
Both in.
As they're both in. Yeah, there we go. So
neither
of these two will assume the lead for a bit. Neither of these two speed in, so that could cause issues for Jam Pancakes.
Button in as well. So Zala's going to go longer.
I think Zala just wants to try and mix it up a little bit. He knows he wasn't catching him on track.
Air for a bit. Yeah, of course, it's sometimes what you have to do as a driver. If you're not quite quick enough to catch those around you, you try to do them on strategy, and maybe having potentially 1 or 2 laps less to do on a harder tyre could benefit him. But we'll see later.
Yeah, it could mean he's a little bit quicker towards the end.
Talking of harder tyres, Mystics in P11 on the hards.
Yeah, he's up to
all the other hard runners are not having a good afternoon at the moment.
No, they've got to go on those hards very early though, those black ones. Mystic on those hards there, it could cause him some issues. Probably not the quickest tyre to be on this race by the looks of things.
There's a lot of naughty engine points going on there. So many, I couldn't read who got them all. I think Legends got one. I'm not sure the others. I just saw them ticking away at the bottom. Like,
interesting note to point out, Jam Pancakes has basically come out in the theoretical lead.
Yeah.
With about a gap of, what's that working out to be, about a 5, near enough a 5 second gap,
so
is what it is. It's pretty close to a 5-second gap.
Needs to be, remember, because unless served that. I don't remember. No, he won't have served it at the same time.
No, he
so
won't
he's
have
still got
served
no.
it.
He's got some 5-second. Yeah, I forgot he's just pitted, and yeah. For a second, I
So he
forgot
needs
what
to
happened. But yeah, he's
keep that
flying.
gap.
He's
Essentially,
certainly doing the right thing. But yeah,
yeah, he's going
Cesaro
very quick,
definitely.
which is good for him. Where's Cesaro gonna come out?
He's going to come out behind Nomad, potentially behind Button. Yeah, it's not a great stop for him as he's fallen to P10. Just
he is on
ahead
the
of his
slightly fresher
teammate.
tyres than people
But
like
fresher tyres, but
Nomad. They're not majorly fresher than Cleanso and Button, so that could be a bit of a harder one, but they are a few laps fresher than Nomads.
I think he's gone 1 lap too long, to be honest, on those softs,
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Button, another one. There we go. Jason's got one now, and this is just this is ticking over nicely, this race. Jam Pancake's now up into P3, which again still potential net lead when Jose and Skunk switch to the softs.
Yep, but they won't be coming in yet. We will not be expecting them
Not for a while, though.
At least lap 19, but I'd be
I was going to
surprised
say
if they don't go a little bit
after
longer.
17, or maybe 20, 21 potentially, depending on where and how many struggles you've had. But yeah, this race is getting very exciting.
Yeah, Jam Pancake series.
I know you probably can't tell from my voice, but I'm looking forward to it.
Coming in already.
Has he got damage we didn't see then? Because that is very early for mediums.
I'm going to keep an eye on his pit, see what happens. No front wing change, so he's already gone off the
Interesting
softs.
call then.
So that's going to have to be another
work.
set of softs.
That he's going to stop. That's not going to happen from there.
It's a very interesting decision, but that's allowed Jam Pancakes to run free again. He was slowing him down briefly, but because he's pitted, Jam Pancakes has all of the fresh air, and he can just do what he needs to open up that gap even more to Alex, which he currently, just based on that 5-second stop go that he would have, he has got enough of a gap.
Yeah, talking of fresh air, Cesaro's not getting any down in P9. He's definitely having a bad time of it right now, but you never know.
As Beacon
has
had enough. I think that's just a had enough moment. I don't think that's a crash. Let's have a look. I'll have a quick look in the race.
I don't see him in the pit lane. I don't see him any telemetry saying he was in the pit lane, so that's some sort of
well, there's no terminal damage
moment.
So
well, he definitely didn't do it in the pit lane, so interesting. Management. Thought we weren't allowed to do that here, but anyway. Cesaro now on the back of Nomad and Button.
Yeah, he needs to go past.
He could try and squeeze through Verstappen style, but legally.
Yeah, he's going to go round the outside.
Yep, he's got
Is he going to pull that one off? He has pulled that one off.
Nomad next.
Nomad is next. He needs a good run out of here to protect from Button, though.
Double DRS though.
His Button's going to have double DRS and double slipstream.
But it doesn't look like it's going to give him any effect whatsoever.
No, Cesaro's the one that's pulled that one off.
That's strange. That is... Button just had no straight line speed there. Perhaps he's catered more for corners today. Which is
not a bad
option.
strategy. There is a lot of corners around this track. There's only 2 relatively long straights that aren't very, very long.
Yeah.
So having it set to cornering is not a horrendous idea for this track.
It's always tricky to know exactly how to set up though, because you never really know. Sorry, sneeze mid-sentence.
On the back
you never really know.
Barry here. Barry on 12-lap old medium should be an easy move.
Should be, but you never know in the world of pretending to be an F1 driver racing leagues.
I think Barry's just decided this isn't his race. He knows right now this is not the people he's battling. He just needs to be as quick as he can to try and make up time on those a little bit further down.
Yep. Still, Cesaro's now into P7, which could be key for him with the relatively fresher tyres from the leaders.
Yeah, he also needs to
Jose,
get
I
past
wonder where
Barry
he's going to come
relatively
out.
quickly, though. Yeah, it's an interesting one for Jose. He's now being caught by jam pancakes, but he will
Just
be on
trying
the
to
soft
work out
tyres.
where
The
he'll come out.
race.
He will come out
Well,
somewhere
let's have a look at the
around,
leaders here.
if my
How
math
long's
is
it?
right, Cesala,
Oh,
which could be key.
how long is a pit stop right here? That's the question.
Don't recall exactly, but I'm sure someone in the chat will know somewhere.
Because if
There's
you were
always
going
someone that
based
knows
on what
every
they say in
pit
real
road.
life, it's 20 seconds. He's coming out miles down the field.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
But the game throws you off a little bit, as jam pancakes makes easy work, by the way, of getting past Jose there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I haven't been watching it. I'm tracking Cesala right now, as he's one of the championship contenders. But I think he's the one in the lowest position today. And as you say, that goes past Barry, sorry.
Yeah, easy pass really. Shouldn't have too many issues.
Nope. Glenn's on next.
Lads, I'm just putting this out there, lads. I did put in the chat, make this race interesting. It's died down a little bit. Sort it out.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, what are you doing, fellas? Come on. God, one job. Jesus.
Don't make me have to talk about Goofy again.
Don't bring that cow up.
Let's have a little look at this. Jason and the Donger having a little bit of a to and fro here.
Mystic naughty.
Jason on the hards, 10 lap old. Donger on the medium, 6 lap old. So realistically, if you're going based on the fact that Jason's on the harder tyre, they're roughly about the same, probably.
Buttons right on the back of Barry now, who should make easy work of this at the next straight. Doesn't really want to be that close to him through the S's, but didn't really have much of a choice.
It's not, it's not ideal, but it will cost him a little bit of time. But he knows not to do anything stupid. Button is
no, just
a
be
very
patient
experienced
and
driver.
Go get him now as you get to the straight. Should do that, and there you go.
Yeah, over to the DRS should be easy.
Regulation,
Barry,
as you will see.
Barry in low ERS as well. Again, he knows this isn't a battle. He's got to fight.
This is not his race. He's just doing the smart thing, just going around, losing the least amount of time. That could gain him later. You never know. Skunk is flying on those subs. I realise he did set a fastest lap a moment or two ago. But,
yeah, again though, he's not going to get to the end on them.
Box again.
If he manages to get to the end on
them,
call. I will give him driver of the day.
Okay, fair enough. Cesala's just not
little late
making
move
any
down the
inroads at the
inside of
moment.
Nomad. Nomad's not giving it up though. But I think that's done. Skunk with a slightly better run with DRS to equalise out Nomad's DRS, although
Nomad taking back into turn one.
Oh, and
Barry's got to be careful not to accidentally get in the way there.
Yeah, but Barry's still technically fine for position, so
he is,
Nomad gets past Barry before there. Skunk wants to do the same. He's going to do it. Oh,
that's risky.
Boys, be sensible. Jeez. I know you don't want to lose out on this battle here, Skunk, but don't forget, you have got to pit again. There's no way you get the end. No way. No,
I'm not seeing it either, but we'll see if we're wrong or not. Anyway.
Another 12 and 3/4 of a lap there.
He would have to do like 15 laps essentially on the softs. That's not happening, is it, to be honest?
That'd be mental.
Yeah, anyhow. Join up into P10 now as Barry's just really coming towards the end of his stint.
Yeah,
maybe another 2 laps for him, potentially.
I don't know how many positions that's going to gather him.
There's yellow, sector 1 and 2, didn't know why. Haven't seen anything. So, just assume someone went a little bit wide. Sector 2 again, Speed Demon.
Speed Demon, not. I'm going to have a quick look, see if that was Terminal real quick. Incidents
Maybe not.
all the way down to the bottom. all the way down to the bottom. There's quite a few incidences here. That was terminal damage. Speed Demons was terminal damage, so...
Okay, so Beacons wasn't, and Demons was. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, anyway. If anything, Clenzo's pulling away from Cesala now, who seems to be in the DRS of Chris, so that could explain that. And Cesala just can't latch on to Clenzo's at this moment. But he's going to keep fighting.
Not at this moment.
He's going to keep going.
But he might come in a little bit once this battle between Chris and Clenzo gets...
Jose looks really slow out of corners now with that tyre wear.
Yeah,
put the power down quite quick enough now.
You can kind of see a little bit of that tyre if you look at it on board at his front left. You can kind of see it. It's
yeah, you can, especially in the slower corners. You can definitely see the. I wouldn't say graining, but you can see the two different colours. Two different. Well, not
yeah, you
colours,
can pretty much
colour,
see
as
dark,
much
as you
white.
can see from tyre wear damage extent on this game. So
yeah,
that's an indication that his tyre grip will be a little bit low. His championship
he can still go,
is now
obviously,
behind him, so I guess he could try and cost him some time, but it would be hard to do at this point.
It would be, but you never know.
Oh, there you go. He's in.
As he thinks, nope, I'm going to box instead, so there'll be softs for him. And where's he going to come out? He's going to go way down because he's lost a lot of time in the last few laps.
Yeah, as I say, I think with that, I think the pit window is something like 20 seconds. As he's now coming out the pit box.
Barry's in as well, so Mystic will go into P10.
He'll be ahead of Mystic.
Really? Yes, he will. Comfortably, actually.
Yeah. Now he's got to be quick.
Now he can fly.
He's got to try and make some time up, but he's not going to be catching these front runners, that's for sure. So he's got to try and lose as little points as he can to Alex, although I think this puts him out of contention.
He can get his 7th for now, but we'll check in with him later, see how he's getting on. Right now, Cesala still not anywhere near close enough to Clenzo to do anything about this. He's going to have to hope that Alex hits some sort of issues or something for the championship.
What would spice this one up is a little safety car.
A little bit of rain too, maybe.
A little bit of rain would spice it up. That definitely would. I think the safety car would do it more though. Everyone would jump onto the softs, and that would be fresh softs for everyone at that point, I think, and then it would be race on. Other than Jose, if he got a safety car right now, Jose would be in the best position, I may add.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think... I don't know if they think about this when they're setting those strategies, but I think that played a part in why he went so long. Like, if there's a safety car, if I switch on now, I'm fine, but... Because everyone, he knows that everyone ahead of him would have to pit, so... We'll see anyway, his Gem Pancakes is in P1.
Yeah, he's P1, he's got an 8.8 second lead. This is...
Cesala finally clawing a little bit back into Clenzo, but still more than a second behind. As I watch Clenzo half a second behind Chris. That's the battle we're going to focus on right now. Although I've just noticed Skunk is right behind Nomad, but
Skunk with Giant right behind him.
Shortly.
Skunk is overtaking Nomad there. That's an interesting place to make the overtake. As they are currently inside each other, there is some ghosting happening there.
That's fun. Deploy ghost car. What's the command for that again?
Forward slash... no, it's admin forward slash ghost forward slash car. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, awesome.
But yes, Skunk and Nomad are really going at this. This is a perfect Giant right up behind them. They're both going to the inside. Skunk's then going to the outside. Oh, it puts Skunk in the front.
Chris and Clenzo side by side for multiple corners now.
I think someone's lost on front wing between Skunk and Nomad there with that little bit of contact. Jump Pancakes picks up another penalty.
Jason's got one
Skunk
too.
and Nomad are right side by side. Giants just looking at this thinking, you two hit each other please. I would like to have positions.
I've actually dropped off the battle between Clenzo and Chris to focus on this one because it seemed like you were getting a little bit excited.
They are side by side, very many corners. They are absolutely going for the Skunk.
And that Skunk
going in.
Is he the one with damage, or is he just regularly scheduled
I think one
pit
of them
stops?
picked up damage, and I'm not sure whether it was Skunk or not. It's going to be, let's have a
We'll
look.
see
Let's
shortly.
see what he does.
He's definitely coming out on softs.
Yeah, front wing
He's paying
change.
attention.
Skunk was the one that picked up
Okay.
damage.
Right, fair enough. That's that mystery solved. Giant can get off the Nomad now.
Yeah, we'll be
Skunk
looking
drops
at that
all the way
thinking,
down
right, you
behind
two have had a
Barry.
hard little battle while I followed behind. My tyres will be a little bit better
Chris
than
has
yours.
got a
Trying to make a move.
time penalty there for Chris. Just looking where to go now. Sazala finally within a second of the guy in front. But it is not Clenzo. Clenzo's jumped Chris, and Chris seems to be struggling slightly.
Although Chris is
So
coming
that
back.
gives Sazala a little bit of heart.
Oh, Chris is going
got that
deep though. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll stick on board with Sazala for this battle. It's probably going to give me better camera shots because he can't look back anymore. Still
Yeah,
a
why
guy,
they
mate,
removed that,
honestly.
I don't know. God, Codemasters. You silly people. But,
Hashtag activate / look back.
I wish.
If only it was
yeah.
that easy, yeah.
If only, yeah. So now, Sazala has got to make a move here on Chris if he wants to. I think if he wants to do anything on Clenzo, although
close
Chris
enough
is going
now.
to get. Chris is
close
going to get
enough, but
DRS, but I don't think
DRS in
Chris got a
front
very
as
good
well.
drive. Although he could think about a little bit of cutback here. Clenzo's gone into the tighter line. Oh, here we go.
Clenzo went
Chris.
defensive.
He's on the outside. Is he going to think about it though? No, I think he makes a little bit
I
of a
would
back
hope
out
not.
here.
Not there.
He needs to follow him through here. Yeah, I can already see it hitting him as he tries to do whatever he can just to sit a little bit out of it. Even if it's half a car that's just sat out of it, every little bit helps. He's got to get a good run out of here though, because Sazala is now on his arse.
Button, of course, is also gaining on Sazala behind, so this could be interesting. The
Yeah,
race
this
is
all-
beginning to spice itself up again.
This is all for third place as well, bear in mind. As
Yep.
Chris has got... Oh my... Chris is... Here we go. He's going to make a move on
Oh,
Clenzo.
wow, here we go,
Sazala's gonna
Sazala.
watch this.
I'm going to try and follow him
gonna-
through, potentially.
Potentially,
Here
or
on
he could
turn,
wait
never
for these
mind.
two to do this, and then suddenly go down the
And just-
inside. No,
I think that's what we're trying to do,
tight
but there just
gap.
wasn't enough room.
It's a tight gap. He's here. Oh my god.
He's not
look,
giving
he's
up.
nearly through wide. Now he's going to be
This
down the
is-
inside of Chris here. Chris is going to cut him off a little bit. Oh.
This is either brilliant or stupid. I can't make my mind up at this point.
I'm not 100% sure. It's cost Sazala a tiny little bit of time, and now Clenzo's got a little bit of breathing space,
And
but
there
not
you
a...
go. There's a bit more time it's cost him for that. Seems a
Yeah,
bit
but
harsh,
again,
but
everyone's picking up penalties at this point. It'll be interesting to see who gets what
Exactly,
from
yeah.
penalties at the end. Chris here,
Interesting.
he's going to have another little look. He's going to dive to the outside line again. Is it a cutback? No, he's going to have to try and go around the outside this time. Can't make it stick.
Sol's got
Now
a
it's
much better exit,
Sazala's
but it's
turn.
not the time.
Oh,
It's not the
gonna-
time. Oh, he's
Is
got
he
it.
doing
He's
it? Yeah,
just,
no.
I've had enough of this. Mine.
As
It's
Chris then
my
picks up a
position,
penalty.
sir. So that
And now
making the
Button
change very
is here
much
as well.
closer.
Hello, Mr. Button. How are you doing?
It's Button's turn to have a go. Skunk flying again. Fresher tyres. Just takes away the fastest lap potential for championship leader. That's fine.
It's fine, just means the championship is still on. Even
Yep.
with these positions, I believe it would still be on. It'd be a tough
It
one,
would be-
but it's still on.
Yeah, I think it was 25 before, right? So now he's extended by 6, so that's 31, right?
31 points,
With 50
2
to go.
races.
Oof.
Well, technically 52 to go. Fastest laps, don't forget.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. I'm just assuming 25 for a win because they're not always going to go for fastest lap. But yeah, technically, it's 52 available. My brain is broken. Doesn't work like that.
And then if you do the one to Jose as well, I mean Jose's
Yeah, Jose's
he's
4
7,
points. He's probably
4.
out of it now,
So he's losing what?
if I remember.
15,
losing
11.
11.
11, I can't remember what the gap was for that one.
I'll have a,
I
I'll
think
have a quick
it's
check.
putting Jose out of it. Jose's not out for second though. That's still a possible opportunity. But I think it's putting him out of contention for the championship.
Yeah, he's 56 behind the leader as it stood before the race. Was Jose.
So he would have
he's
to
dropped
be
another
beating.
11. He would definitely need to win. So
He would
he's probably
have
out
to
of
be
the
beating
championship
Alex, yeah.
with this result, but it's not over yet. There's still 6 laps to go.
Oh, Chris
And now
has run
Button
wide.
is going
This
past
is Button
Chris.
a
Has got
chance.
a mistake, and he doesn't need asking twice.
No, Chris is going to get a lot of slipstream down here.
Jose's is just not making as much progress, but he is in the position I talked about earlier, P7. Ledger's back in the points. P10, Mystic P9. Giant.
Chris here. Chris
Quiet
is having a
race
little
for him.
look and Button.
Yep,
Make his
was a
stick.
little luck, but it's not quite done on this occasion, but we're getting there. Zala now, right behind Clenzo again. And he seems to be in a much better position to try and get past him than he was previously when they were battling earlier.
He wants this
I
third
think he now
place.
knows there's something to gain.
He knows that, yeah, he'll
that
still be
swings
losing
it.
points on the lead of the championship, but
But only 3.
it would only be 3, which means he would still be in it. Still be
And
in it.
potentially, I don't know how many penalties Alex has. Don't know how many penalties Clenzo or Cesala have. So I have no idea who's finishing where in this race, which is brilliant. The Deer Hunter's gone. Deer Hunter's gone. I think just recently he's left the session.
Yeah,
He's retired. I'm not sure what happened to him.
retired as well.
Donger and Mystic get time penalties as does Skunk. I'm losing track. Oh, Cesala's moment may be over there. His back end slipped out a tiny bit. And
It's
he's
not
just
completely over. He still has a chance. It might have been to do with dirty air. He just needs
It
to
could have been, but
recompose
look
himself.
how... Yeah, he will. I'm sure he'll go again in the last couple of laps, but I think this is probably his moment to try and get past Clenzo and just looking to try and build the gap back to Alex, but now Alex can just... He would have seen the jump tank. Oh! The race leader's
Oh
like
no!
that. That's fun.
Oh no!
If he was driving a Renault, I'd be like team orders, but he's not, so I'm not going to go there. Hey, lag out the race for me. No, I'm pretty sure he would never ask an opponent driver to do that. I'm just pissing about before everyone takes that seriously on the internet. Cesala's now back on the gearbox,
no.
pretty much.
I need you to
more
come back.
quickly.
I need you to come back. You were finally having a good race.
Yeah, I mean, Cesala's back on the gearbox of Clenzo more quicker than I thought he would. So credit to him for that, but.
Although Barton's right behind
I thought
him
the
as
moment had
well,
gone,
so he's got to
but-
be careful here. Another
Yeah, he
mistake
has
could
to be.
cost him another position.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he knows it now. But as the laps tick by, the pressure gets ever more so. Because now Alex is cutting the
That's
gap
a lag
into
moment
the
there for
jam
me. Never
pancakes
mind.
AI
I thought
car.
I saw some big mistakes then, but lag happened, so ignore me. Whew.
Okay.
I thought I saw everyone making
so we'll reach
mistakes.
the points doing. Oh, Barry. Unlucky. It's nothing to do with me. There's Skunk. I think Skunk's just overtaken Barry, so he's got a penalty. I don't know, whatever. Down to P12 and 13. Donga P14, Jason hanging with the rear. Nomad
Cesala
is...
here. Oh, the speed overdrive. Oh, Cesala's going to have a cheeky look. It's around the outside. Can't do anything about it. Maybe the cutback. No, he's still on the outside
Nomad is in a
line.
wall in a strange place,
Clenzo does
so
a
that looks
very-
almost deliberate, but never mind.
Clenzo did a very good job to defend, although Cesala's going
Here
down
comes
the
Cesala.
inside.
That's cheeky.
That's
That's
a very,
cheeky.
very cheeky move. I don't
Great,
think.
but
I don't think Clenzo was
I don't think
expecting it.
Clenzo was... Yeah, I was going to say exactly that. I don't think you'd expect anyone to try that. Certainly, maybe on lap 28, but not 25. But now, of course, he will have DRS back, so... Was it all
He
worth it?
will, but look at the drive Cesala's getting out of
But
that
the
final corner
drive,
right now.
it's Bahrain turn 10 all over again.
The,
The
no,
exit
I
is
would
so
say
good
it
for the
is,
car in front.
but it hasn't been like that every lap. It's been relatively equal, and now suddenly Cesala's he's got the clean air. He's
He's good
finding
in
it
the
back.
IRS, though, to be fair. He knows he's got to get on with this.
he picks up a penalty. That could be costly.
That's That could be costly, exactly, but like you said many times, penalties. We don't know who's got how many, but Zazala's definitely want to keep his podium after the race he's had today. Battle back through the field on a couple of occasions. Didn't have the best qualifying.
Two drivers right now that are in the points, they're right at the back of the points, but after the start they've had, Mystic and Legends, they had a pit early for the hards, and wow.
Yeah. Can they hold on though? Because the guys behind them are on softs.
The guys on them are on the softs, but those softs are getting old.
They are. Skunk's probably going to be okay. Barry though. Yeesh. I feel so bad for number Jam Pancakes there. I don't know why I was going to say number. I don't know what his freaking race number is. Helicam. Thank you. And he's gone again. I'm happy now. I had Helicam for the first time
I feel
today.
really sorry here for Jam Pancakes. I feel like this is going to cost him the whole podium.
Out of a podium.
Yeah, I think Zala's going to take him here, and then Clenzo is as well.
Of course, don't know. I mean, I know Jam Pancakes has a few penalties himself, so he had this under control. I feel so bad for him right now. He had this.
Yeah, he had a
pretty sure
like a 9
Alex will
second
agree.
gap.
He had the race.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what the penalty is like compared to these two, just to see if it would have cost him the win or not, or anything here. Just for a good reference here, but we'll remember it was 9-second lead.
Here comes Zazala now.
Keeping that. So
going to take the
Zazala, and it's a ghost
easily.
car, easy pass.
Just drive straight through him. Fair enough.
So this now
Such
means
a great exit
technically
as well.
Zazala is now losing more points.
Yes.
He's losing 7
in a weird
now.
way. In a weird way, he's losing 7 when lap or 2 ago he's only losing 3. So that just shows you never really know about anything.
32-point deficit with 50 points to gain.
That's unlikely, but you never know. I'm sure he'll keep going as long as he's got a chance. Tell you what's cost him though, it's all these early DNSs, because he missed about 3 or 4 races in the first 6 or 7, didn't he, Zazala?
Yeah, I believe so. So
and he lost a lot of points to Jinx as well early in the season, when Jinx was down in this division.
Yeah.
But you never know what's going to happen next week. Could rain in Brazil. So stay tuned for that. Obviously,
yeah, Brazil
can do other stuff.
Could throw anything at us. We could see Dongarang win the. We could see Barry win the race next week. I've already cursed you. I'm sorry, Barry.
Oh
we
dear.
could see Barry.
Sorry,
win
Barry.
next week.
Anyway, Clenzo's in P3 for now. Buttons on his gearbox, pretty much. Jam Pancakes is just tumbling down the field. Sadly, he just can't get back in the race. Feel bad, but. What do we do with points to him? Do they give him where his AI finishes because he did most of the race?
I honestly don't
that's
know.
Good news.
I don't know what the rule is for it.
I guess that's better news for Jose. He's now definitely probably out of the championship with the full 25 going to Alex. But he's going to gain another couple back by overtaking Jam Pancakes presumably in the next lap. So
yeah, I think with Alex being first and Zazala being second, I might even throw him out of that battle for second.
It might do. We'll do the maths later, but like I said, it was a 50-odd point gap from Jose to Alex before, so that's going to be what? Oh,
it's throwing him out of the
76?
championship contention for definite. It's more that
Alex
second,
wins the
but Alex
race.
has gone on to win.
Zazala takes B2.
Wow,
Clenzo jumps him on penalties. Zazala will be happy. Then Jam Pancakes finishes 4th in the end.
Oh, Zazala's been
no,
pushed
5th.
on the podium.
Zazala's 4th. Clenzo.
Jose, wait.
Jose? Where did he come from?
Wait a second.
Jose gave him 7th on the last lap.
Hold on a second.
Cannot be right.
No. What? Sir.
How the I tried to censor myself there, but how in the hell has that happened? if that's legit, this just got very weird.
If that's legit, I'm giving him driver of the day.
That tells me he got like half a penalty and everyone else got about 50.
Yeah, he can't have had...
How the hell?
There's no way.
7th to 2nd at the line.
There's no way.
I hope
He's
it's not
actually
that glitch that's confused everything.
He's actually still on the podium.
Let's have a look at this in the race director.
I need to... he had no penalties. Him and Alex had no penalties.
Oh my lord. Jose,
right.
you beautiful
Jose, you're
man.
getting driver of the day, sir. I don't care what Mackie has to
Jose.
say. You are having driver of the day.
He is from 18th to 2nd, no penalties. That would always be my criteria as well. Unlucky to Legends, who was in a shout of driver of the day at one point for coming from the back, but unfortunately, Jose, squeaky clean.
That's fantastic stuff.
Anyway,
let me give this quick rundown here. So the DNFs are Beacon, Demon, Deer Hunter, and Nomad. Then 14th upwards, you have Jason, Dongarang, Mystic, Skunk Burner. Then top 10 is Legends, making a good recovery to get a point. Barry, who has actually finished in the points, so
good job, Barry.
Chris in 8th, Button in 7th, Pancake 6th, Giant 5th, Sazala 4th at the end of all of that. I'm blown away. Clenzo in 3rd, and then our man, driver of the day, Jose in 2nd, and Alex in 1st place. With a I'm out of words.
What a ridiculous race. What a ridiculous race. Wow. I never thought I'd see that name coming into the podium interview about 3 minutes ago. Gotta be honest with you. I'm sure he didn't either, to be honest, down in 7th. But we'll get there in a moment.
We will get there. So if all of you could make sure you include your audio, that would be a fantastic thing for you to do. And we'll start with the man in 3rd, Clenzo. You started out on the top spot in qualifying. And then your race seemed to go downhill. It wasn't a horrendous start. And then, yeah, as I say, you just casually lost positions. You were fighting at the end there with Sazala. He managed to just get past. Just run us through the thoughts going through that race, because it didn't look like an easy race to finish on the podium.
Well, beforehand, I was extremely uncomfortable going into the race. In practice, I think my best lap was a 31.6. So to pull a 31.1 out of the bag and get pole I was really surprised about that. So I knew Alex and Pancakes were quicker in the race anyway. So I thought we were in the same party. So I just thought, let's not do anything stupid. They're quicker than me, so let them through. And then I was with them for quite a while, and then when I pit, I got held up by Button, and I lost so much time. I think I lost maybe 3 seconds in the pits from being held up, and that put Chris ahead of me after the pits. So I lost DRS to Alex, and I was fighting with Chris. Amazing battle, by the way. GG's to Chris. That was an intense battle, mate. And then Sazala at the end coming in as well, doing really well. And then, yeah, I don't think I was necessarily slow. I just think I got unlucky today, but I'm still happy to come away with a podium. So
yeah, like I say, it's still a good result, and you've managed to spice up the championship lead a little bit. We thought Sazala was going to end up being a bit closer now, but you jumping ahead of him has ruined that a little bit. So thank you for that, and you've definitely made it a little more interesting. But yeah, well done on the podium. Good race overall, and sure, not too many complaints.
Yep.
On to 2nd then. Wow, where do I start? So where do I start? Yeah, you started last. Because you couldn't get a quali lap in, unfortunately. It looked like maybe connection was just a little bit of an issue for you in qualifying. It held steady for the race. Yeah, you started last. We thought you were going to finish 7th, maybe gain a couple positions based on penalties. Didn't realise you had no penalties at all, and you jumped up to 2nd, which, going from last to 2nd with no penalties, that's earned you driver of the day. Did you know you were going to jump that many people at the end of the race?
No, I don't know what I'm doing here right now. I thought, I knew I was going to overtake Chris because he had like 15 seconds, and also Button had 9 seconds or so, and also Pancakes because he had 3 seconds or 6 maybe. So I was thinking I was going to finish 4th, and then he jumped into 2nd, and I don't know what I'm doing here. But as you said, I didn't get a quali lap, so I was starting at the back, but I was confident I was going to finish at least in the points. I also forgot to load the setup, so that was a big mistake from my side, but it was fine. The setup, so managed to have nice rhythm with the medium tires. And then a lot of people crashed in front of me, so that also helped throughout the race.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect to see you up here on the podium, I have to say, especially after not being able to set a lap in quali. But you've blown, I think you've blown many people's minds with that, and especially getting no penalties while doing it. You're not the only man to get no penalties, but we'll move on to that in a minute. But I have to say, very well done, and very well deserved 2nd place for that drive.
Thanks.
Now, on to the man who's stood on the top step, Alex. It's hard to say whether you would have had that win based on penalties anyway, because unfortunately Jam Pancakes obviously lagged out or whatever happened to his end and just didn't get back in. But I'm sure you're happy to have walked away with the win and opened up your gap for the championship.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised about that pace. Actually, I was very happy with that. But yeah, I definitely would have come 2nd because he had about 11 seconds over me, and he had only 9 seconds of penalties. So that kind of sucks that he lagged out. It's not really. I didn't really deserve the win. I deserved 2nd, but no, I'll take it. It's still good. Still enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like you had a couple battles here and there, but other than that, same as last week. It looked like other than those couple of battles, it was a relatively quiet race. Pretty much from when you got into 2nd.
Yeah, it was pretty much just not trying to get a penalty, and I was blessed that I didn't get one, so I'm happy with that.
Yes, very rare for someone to walk away with no penalties around USA, let alone 2 people. So very well done on that one, and well done on the 1st/2nd is the way I'm going to put that. You walked away with 1st. I have to give Jam Pancakes a little bit of a shout out there. He did a very good race up until the moment he lagged out.
Definitely.
But yeah, with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Mackie to close us out.
Thanks very much. There's some brilliant battles today, as I'm sure you've all been aware of. Yeah, like I've had my mind blown twice today. 7th to 2nd, unbelievable job at the line. But most importantly, let's remember this was the day when we all found out Goofy was a cow. See you next week. Good night.
Now, for you three to understand that, you have to watch it back.